between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one. And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Minnesota Vikings. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They start the drive with Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there for Minnesota. 51 yards. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And we knew that they'd try to attack the secondary, but I'm not sure that we thought they'd do it right on the first drive of the game. But here they saw an opportunity, seized it, and it's a big play right off the bat.
First down, here's Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They run again on first down, Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins finding Hockenson here on the out route. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
It's cut. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yeah, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
But both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave him some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And some room to maneuver. And all the way up to the 49. 47 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. Nothing fancy there. A little smash mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described, and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. That's to his running back, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
First down, Kansas City.
We're scoreless after 1.
No score.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
But when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers? But the only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The Vikings sit 4-8 now on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that. As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
On 3rd down, Cousins.
He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Cousins on 1st down. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They go play action. Cousins. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. There he goes left side. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Chiefs 10, Vikings nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm, and right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Diggs. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Good route here. Hey, we're good, we're good.
Now Cousins. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings. Boom, Milton. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 33.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
55 rushing yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, Ray seen him catch a few passes in the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball in a passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Gun.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. To throw on 2nd and 10. Cousins.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or he keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
A first down throw for Cousins. He's going to look deep down the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Again, it's Cousins. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Cousins on 3rd and 2.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball.
Final shot before the half for Mahomes. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll leave it with a 3rd and just a yard.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 26 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Vikings 7.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a three-possession game.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
To throw again on 2nd down, Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now, because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate. Those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make this a three-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's got room. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Yellow, yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. 67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Mahomes going to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. It's caught inside the 25.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Chiefs are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth-quarter advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target,
and the lead is now 24. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard